Hi, it's Rupert Hine here from Action Coach Ned Kinross, and I'm joined today by Jenny Souter of Custom Cleans and the Property Girls. Welcome, Jenny.
Thank you, Rupert.
So Jenny, you've got two businesses there, Custom Cleans and the Property Girls. Tell us, what do they do?
So the Custom Cleans is a commercial and domestic cleaning company, and the Property Girls is a holiday let management company. It's two separate businesses, but work very well together.
Fantastic. So for most people, starting one business is exciting enough. You've got two. Tell us, how did you get into having two businesses?
By complete accident. So I was moved out of my career a few years ago and took a bit of a wage cut to do something different just after COVID and death of my dad and things. Took a wage cut and decided I needed a change. So whilst I took a bit of a wage cut, I needed to earn some extra money on the side. So I was like, somebody from BNI had said to me, start a cleaning business. And I was like, okay. So I just started with intentions of being some extra money alongside my new career. But it happened to then be my full-time business. So although accidental, it's probably been one of the best moves I've ever made. And through the cleaning company, I did work in Airbnb management previously. So I was cleaning holiday lets, and some of the landlords were asking, like tapping into my knowledge based on Airbnb services. And one of them approached me and said, will you just manage them for us? And I was like, yeah. And that's when the Property Girls was born as well. So yeah, that's how I have ended up with two businesses.
Fantastic. So what is it that, yeah, I mean, cleaning is it's a fantastic business as a business opportunity, but there's lots of cleaning companies out there. So what is it that Custom Cleans does that sets you apart from everyone else?
So this has been a question, my unique selling point, that I never really truly knew until I started asking my customers. So I've never used a cleaning company like domestically or never, so I hadn't really no comparison. So when I went to our customers and I was like, what do you do different? What do we do differently? And it was like, we do go that extra mile. So it's not just like we just don't clean, we do like for our domestic customers, we do like attic runs, we tidy as well. We tidy, we make beds, company, um, yeah, we always just go that extra mile. We had a clean recently where somebody wanted a house clean for their property going on the market. And we were like, will you let us dress your property? Because obviously we've got a bit of knowledge in Airbnb and how to dress properties. So he was like, yeah, go for it. So we basically in 4 hours or 8 hours, there was two of us, we turned his property around for the photographers coming in the next day. He was like absolutely astounded at like just the change and we were there. So that is the type of challenge and yeah, and we love like not we love people struggling, but it's so nice to go and help people that are struggling because the first thing I always get is like, oh my God, my house is kind of, oh, I've not been paying attention to it or been so busy. And I'm always like, that's fine, you're human, that's what we're here for. So yeah, we do go that extra mile, like at every opportunity that we can.
Fantastic. So so just tell us about the experience of setting the business up. What Yeah, because you've started from scratch, you've had the idea, you've what happened next?
I got basically one day, the day that I decided that I was going to have a cleaning company, it kind of was born that day. So a local businessman had basically sat me down in his office and he's like, you need a name, you need a website, you need leaflets, and you need to know what you're charging. I was like, okay. And we'd done it that day. Well, I'd done it that day. My brother luckily has a web design company, so he got all sorted. We got the logo designed. And I was like, yes, that's fine. I'm up and running. But yeah, that was that day. And then obviously as time went on, I realized, oh, this is not going to be that easy. It does need a bit more work. So yeah, recently working with Europer as well, trying to appoint to get systems in place to um yeah, make it run a bit more smoothly and effectively. Because when I first started, I was like, oh, this will be people need cleaners all the time. It's not a job that AI can take from you. so this is going to be great. And then you hit the whole, oh, this is actually going to be, this comes with its struggles.
So what are the biggest challenges you faced?
In business, honestly, the responsibility, I find that really difficult. So do you know, like people need like you have to pay your staff and you have to value them and pay them well. So there was that in the quieter months. So November can be a lot quieter in December with holiday lets, but always having to keep your head above the water to make sure that the staff are paid, that people are going to pay you. So you obviously be on top of that. Trying to manage everything was really hard. It's initially where it was I was cleaning all the time, trying to get sales in, relying on people just using your website. It doesn't work. What else has been the struggles? Yeah, the responsibility. Also, I've always been in employment. I've never been in business. Although my dad was in business, so I did understand the stress, but you can't just take a day off work if you're unwell. Like you just have to be okay all the time. So that was a struggle as well. And I also struggled, I'm getting over it now with like self-limiting beliefs that oh, I won't be able to do that. I'll need to get somebody else in to do that. So it's just overcoming these things in your head to be like, no, I'm going to do that and I'm going to do it well. So they've probably been my main struggles. And also, if there was any like feedback that may be negative come in, and it does happen, initially I was just like, oh my God, this is the end of the world. Like I totally took it as a slant on myself. I still do at times. I think the day that I don't take it as a slant on myself would be the day that I maybe need to leave the business. But I probably initially did take them far too personally. But it's feedback and you need feedback to grow. So
So,
I'll look at it a bit differently.
so what have you done to help build your resilience and confidence?
I've done a lot of work on me and worked out what it is that triggers that in me as well. Like this is all from basically going into business as well. I've done a lot of work with like, I've done hypnotherapy and things and opened doors that should have been closed a long time ago, being like, why do I feel like that's a slant on me? So I've done a lot of like hypnotherapy and things um, and yeah, just try to look, anything comes in, just take it in smaller chunks, right? What is the issues here? And obviously putting systems in place. There was no systems in place before. Whereas if a complaint or a bit of feedback came in, no way to deal with it. It's just more being more proactive than reactive. And that's definitely helped. And finding some good staff has been trustworthy staff. That's been a challenge as well. But that's massive for a cleaning business because you need to trust the people that you're putting into people's houses.
Yeah, I mean, in your line of work, your team are absolutely critical, and
Mhm.
yet the the stereotype for people going into to do cleaning as a career is people at the lower end of the employment spectrum. But that's not what you've just described. How have you set about finding the right people for you?
The people that work for me, I've known them all. So I've been very lucky and they've wanted to come on board with me. I think you and I have had this conversation, Rupert. If my daughter's 18, if she came to me and said, what do you want to be when you're older? I want to be a cleaner. I'd be like, oh. Whereas, like, there's almost feel like there's no career progression in it. And I would like to change that. Um, I'd love to do it like bigger than my business. Who knows but it's setting career pathways. This is my vision to set career pathways for people that come in to work for me. Because I had some great people working for me in the summer, but they were students, so they were only here for the summer. So it's like, how do I keep them? How do I keep them? Because the stereotype is, and the people that do, a lot of people that do apply for work with me are very low in confidence. Like they've got no self-belief. And it's like looking for something in somebody and being able to pull that to the surface. And be confident in what I do as well. Like I can be like honest here. I was like, oh my God, I've got a cleaning business. Like, but now I'm so proud of it. I am so proud that I've got, and if anybody asks me what I do, I'm a cleaner. Because some people be like, no, you've got a cleaning business. No, I'm a cleaner. So it's like being able to, I'm okay with that. I'm fine with that. So, but yeah, it's like creating a vision and a pathway for the right people that come through the door that do want to develop as people and careers and have a pathway for them that they can have a career within my business. It's all about valuing and supporting your staff for me.
So what have you got? What's the vision? Where do you see custom cleans being in 5 or 10 years' time?
Rupert, I think you asked me this when I went into business. Where do you see yourself in 3 years? And I'll be like, ready to sell it. Like ready, that'll be up established. Now I'm a bit like, oh, it's not that easy. But no, in 5 or 10 years, I don't want to sell the business. Like I would love to keep it. I will keep it. But I would like, imagine a family tree. I'm very visual. So I imagine a family tree. I'm at the top and I've got 5 or 6 people below me, and they are all managers of their area. So I'm thinking domestic, commercial, holiday lets, end of tenancy. So there's going to be a manager for each. And then within their tree, they have their own staff that they can do what I've done, cherry pick, find the right people for them. And they just kind of have all their areas there. I want loads of vans as well. Like I just want the vision out there. And away from the stereotypes, because I feel like it's unnecessary. It's actually a really hard job. So I used to teach, my background sport and fitness, I used to teach like 16 classes a week. So I was like quite fit. And then I started cleaning. I'm like, oh my God, this is really difficult. This is actually sore. So just to nurture people as well, because we do get one of the best members of staff I had was an old, well, she was 60, but she hurt her hip through years and years of cleaning because she just didn't look after herself. So it's like putting things into place there to look after the staff so that that sort of things don't happen.
Yeah,
So that is my vision to grow the company for credibility, for processes, systems, and widen the area without reducing the quality. That's massive.
yeah. Fantastic. And and if there was one piece of advice that you could give your 18-year-old self when you were starting out on the journey in career life and before you started thinking of running your own business, what would it be?
I'd give to my 18-year-old self. Stay in Australia. I'm only kidding. What would I say to my 18-year-old self? To not follow the norms. It's okay to step on your own path. I went to uni at 19 and left because I didn't really know, I didn't understand it. I didn't understand the world. And I always felt like that was my pathway. Like you have to go to uni. And I did eventually go to uni and I done really well, but I done really well at uni, but it didn't reflect the job that I might have wanted. But it was just more like it's okay to not follow these norms, these societal norms that, yeah, I'm glad I did go to uni and but no, but I maybe wouldn't have done that again. I would have just kept learning on ground level. That's what I would have done. That's what I would have told her.
Brilliant. And what's the proudest moment you've had whilst being in business?
Oh, the proudest moment I've had whilst being in business. Setting up the property girls, I think was like a proud moment for me. Because I feel like that was almost given to me. It was an opportunity given to me. And then at that point, I was like that there's belief. So obviously the way I look at it is the cleaning company must have been doing well. I must have been doing something right. They must have seen something there to then give me that opportunity. And that's growing too. So that would be my proudest moment. I was told years ago in a job that I didn't have a business head. And that for me was like, I do, I actually do. So yeah, that would be the proudest moment. Not to take away from custom cleans because that gave me the opportunity, but for me that was like, yeah, that would be the proudest moment.
Yeah. Fantastic. So So two companies, fantastic team of staff, some awesome feedback, spinning that second company out of the first, and yeah, lots of satisfied customers.
Yeah,
That's a phenomenal journey,
definitely.
um, and one that I'm sure is going to take you to greater and greater heights.
Oh,
So
it's exciting.
for anyone in the in the local area looking for an exceptional cleaning company that goes above and beyond, it's Custom Cleans.
Yeah, it's custom cleans.
Jenny, that's been a privilege. Thank you very much for
Thank
sharing your
you.
journey with us.
Thank you.